Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Menteri Rangba ka jella u Konrad Sangma henne ka sngi ka arphaunyau tere unaitung arhajar arphauar ula pelat pat ba yakawe ka program ha Meghalaya kata ka youth engagement through empowered youth organization ha kabaleng ba kane ka program kitu kiseng bat ki Samla Kiba Trei na kabanta ka roy kapar kila banyo ka Jingïarap pisa ka basilak tengka habakren ha kane ka jingelang u Konrad ulaong namar ka jingbun ki Samla ha ka jella ka sorkar ka deban shem ya kilat ki lenti ban yarap bat kentiu ha ka liang ka yo kam yo jam ban kentiu ya kisnong ki thau bat ya ka yo ka kon kane ka jingthmu ka sorkar ka long ru ban se ya ki sap ki phong jong ki Samla bat ban nom shem jinge ha ka liang ka pisa pilan bat kentiu ru ya ke emlang ka salang ya kane ka program lapan long kerpang ru kum Bynta ban pen urlong ya ka state youth policy balapen mi house nem arhajar apaway na ka banta banya Trei lang bat kershan ki Samla haki kam bat ki Bynta ba pher
I am an assistant professor at Suara Government College, and I would like to share how I become an associate of Clean Suara campaign. One of the topics that I teach in the college is environmental education. And when I teach this topic, one thing that tickles my mind is I have to practice what I teach. So what I did in the year 2016, I started a small group in my locality. As I think you are aware, Mauki CM, under the Suara CM-ship, a village under Suara CM-ship. I started with a small group of children of my locality. They are young boys and girls who used to play near my home. And I call them, I form a group, and I explain to you about my purpose, and they're very, very enthusiastic to join me. And I have told them that it's not enough just to clean our own house. The village is also a bigger house. So why should we clean only our own house? We should also clean the village. So with that objective in mind, I formed a small group and we started cleaning the village right from that time onwards, every last Saturday of the month. The young ones, they are very, very enthusiastic and they participated wholeheartedly in the work. Although I say it's not that successful because our village, it's a thoroughfare for tourists, but as a mother, as a young mother, as a teacher, I'm thinking about our village 10 years from now or 20 years from now. So in the year 2019, on the 2nd of October, when the Clean Suara campaign was formed under the dynamic leadership of Mr. Alan West, you all know him, he's a popular figure in the state, as the chairman, and Mr. Vicky Sawen as the secretary. So I thought to myself, and after getting the invitation from them, I thought to myself, if I work alone, I'll be nowhere. So I should associate myself, my children, the youths of my area with Clean Suara campaign who share the same objective but for a bigger concern, bigger concern means to clean the whole of Suara. So with that idea in mind, on the 2nd of October 2019, we joined Clean Suara campaign.
Clean Jingïarap campaign since the 1990s by involving all the local Dorba, residing all over the Jingïarap. That is one of our projects. We have been instrumental in, making awareness to the people not to smoke in public buses. Previously in Shillong, if you come, you will see smoke. Lots of people smoke in buses. I think we are partly the youth organization that has been instrumental in sensitizing the public not to do that. So these are the few. We are very environmental conscious organization and we have met with many challenges. We plant trees during World Environment Day, but by the end of the year we came to know that some of the trees that we have planted, the goat have eaten it, or the cow under the forest fire. These are the challenges. As a youth organization, we have very limited fund. So with the coming of this program, I have seen that the sanction of 1 lakh per organization, I think it will create a new ecosystem for the youth organization to thrive and to be able to, cater to their aspiration and the need of the society. Because without money, it's very, very difficult to, conduct any program. I think this problem, the financial problem, all we have, the government, I think, have the financial problem, the family have the financial problem, the organization have the financial problem. I personally have financial problem. I think only Dr. Vijay Kumar is a finance secretary. I think if we need any money, we go to Sir Vijay Kumar. I'll make the money available to you. Don't worry. I think he don't have the financial problem. So, what at the end of the day, from the Sunjuk Kiseng Samla Shinong, what do we say to this launching of this new program?
In ensuring that the right policy programs and schemes are there to channelize the youth. Hence the youth policy came out. And this youth policy, this program is a follow-up and an outcome of the youth policy that's coming up. So we are going to be engaging with you, and we expect that we'll be able to channelize your energy in the right direction. We may not succeed 100%. I'm sure that there will be a lot of challenges also. But even if I see 50% success, I'll be satisfied. Not for forever. Then we expect that next year there should be 70, 80, till we reach 100%. Because we intend to do this program every year. We intend to engage with you every year. It all depends on how you do it. The money that we're going to give you, I just want to make sure I'm clarify that, because there may be confusion. The wording is up to 1 lakh. So it's not that everybody will get 1 lakh. If you're a small organization with just 5 members or 6 members and you want to do a 1-day workshop on something, that's not going to require 1 lakh. So depending on the programs that you use and the programs that you do, we are ready to give up to 1 lakh to your organization to do the work. And we are also ready to expand that in the future to see organizations that are doing extremely and exceptionally well. We would be very happy to support, but this is a universal program and hence we are keeping a cap on it. But that does not mean that we will not support beyond that. We will support depending on your outcome, depending on your passion, and depending on how well you organize things. We will support. We also expect that through this program we'll be able to, as I said, divert you from all the distractions that are there in society today. This is very important for us because we feel that drugs is becoming a big, substance abuse is becoming a big menace for our state. And we want you as a youth, because sometimes when we talk about it, people don't listen or people don't want to listen. They say politicians will always speak, always give lecture. But then when the youths talk about it and you do it, it's a different messaging. So hence we want to divert our youth from the different negative aspects that are there today in society at large. We also want to ensure that we are able to give you an opportunity to do different activities. And that's something that has been, again, as I said, very important for us. We realize that all of you do so many activities. Nobody's there to support you. There's no pat on the back to tell you that you're doing a good job. I think we'll be able to motivate and really push you more to do more in different aspects. And that's another thing that we want to do. Third thing we want is that we will be coming out with this very soon. We don't know what we'll call it, but it may be called the Yes app also. So the idea is we'll connect all these youths through an app. And this app will be something that will then allow you to share your experiences with each other. We're going to do this for the self-help group, women's self-help group, and for the farmers and for the youth. Because the idea is that I think you can be motivated by each other. You can share your stories with each other. And more importantly, if you have a message to give to you, we can give it through this app. And it'll be a platform where different organizations, because there could be an organization in Clariat that is working on cleaning up of rivers, and a similar organization could be there in South Garo Hills working on cleaning up rivers, but they would never be able to talk to each other and combine their efforts together. And this platform and this app will allow them to know that there is another group in our state that works on river cleaning, and let's connect with them. And you can actually then work together to achieve the same goal that you are doing, and you realize that there are many, many more youths in the state who are there who want the same thing. But I realized a lot of things about community participation in our state. And the fact that one of the biggest strengths that we have as a society, as a community, and as a state is the strength that lies in our traditional institutional networks and different social networks that have been created for many, many decades, and of course also through different organizations that have been created through women's group or through youth group and different organizations. So these institutional setups, as we call them, these social frameworks or networks that are there in the public, in society in general, is very critical. And the public also, whether it's the youth or women or traditional heads, they all depend, participate, and also listen to these different institutional setups that are there. So we realized that we need to push and we need to promote and we need to engage with these different organizations. So we started off by doing it with the self-help group movement for women. In the beginning, we realized that, of course, there were very less earlier, but we realized that women are very active when it comes to grassroots. They connect the households and the family, and they are a strong social connector in the village and across villages also. Hence, if we can get one woman from every household to be part of the self-help group movement, we can create a revolution at the grassroots level. That today when we want to do different programs with the society, whether it's family planning, whether it's taking care of the child and early childhood development, we realized that this particular network of self-help groups can help us achieve that target along with the departments doing their work. It becomes an institution and a network on its own. And that is truly powerful. So that is what got us going. And now, as you all know, we started a program with the farmers. We have targeted now that every single farmer family should be on the network of the government. We started forming farmers producer groups. Today we have 2,25,000 farmer families that are already connected to us. Our target is to touch 4.5 lakhs. We are engaging with them, encouraging them to form producer groups, getting the entire database with us so that tomorrow if you want to do any program like ginger mission, turmeric mission, dairy mission, poultry mission, piggery mission, which we are already doing, this network can then be used to simply access the database of the farmers and make sure that the program is implemented well. We've already distributed more than 120 crores to different farmer families through this program. Therefore, similarly, we realized that the youth are doing so many things at the grassroots. Before the youth, let me come to the communities out here. If you remember last year, we discussed with Shillong, Jowai and Tura only because it was a pilot project. We realized that the localities, the headmen in the localities were doing a lot of work. And we also realized that we never engaged with them except when we were in trouble. So whenever we were in trouble and we needed their help, we used to call them. Apart from them, there was no engagement with them. We forgot them when things were okay. So we thought that, well, let's do some program with them. And we realized the kind of society network and the whole they have at the grassroots level. We engaged with them. We called them and we said, let's do a beautification project. We will give you the money, you engage the youth, you engage your people, you beautify and clean your locality. And it was a huge success. We could not reach everywhere because the time was short, but in the short time, we saw the kind of positive impact it had at the grassroots in terms of the encouragement it gave to the community leaders. But more importantly, we saw the difference in the activity. I don't shy away from saying this, that the same amount if we had spent through agencies and through government departments, I don't think we'd be able to create that kind of impact that we could by giving the money directly to the community.